Welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, home to the Colorado State Rams, settled at just over 5,000 feet, and we have a game that will live up to the altitude. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Rams will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. It's a draw. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Ellison. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. To throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Quickly to the tight end. At the 35, he's loose. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking for space. It's Marshall. Finds some fresh air. Got the 1st down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. A shot toward the end zone. Picked off. What a play by this defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking downfield on 1st down. Uncorks one. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Just a quick little turnout by that tight end, just moving the ball a little bit forward.
Yeah, that's called a stick route. You're just trying to turn around and give your quarterback a place to go with the football. That's an easy completion.
The Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They just keep firing. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
Trying to pound their way in. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Caught in the backfield, it's Avent. Touchdown, Colorado State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The give from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll give it to Johnson. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Washington State will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Makes the catch. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
First down here for the offense. The give to the tailback. Got the 1st down and more. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
The Rams, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
42 Spiders. 4-2 Spiders.
Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on Monday.
That's the end of the quarter, and Colorado State is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Rams with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The inside handoff. He breaks a tackle. And he makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
The Rams will line it up on 1st and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line, really selling pass. That's step one. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running back, gets a big gain, and gets a first down.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Tight end finds a soft spot. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
8th play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Fowler Nicolosi. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
And the Rams line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Colorado State. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score trick. He lobs one high down the left side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wazoo!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last round.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Fowler Nicolosi. With the catch, it's Lanier. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Grab behind the line. It's Lanier. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The offense changing the play. Now they'll run it on the toss. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Rams have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Under fire. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Fowler Nicolosi. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's caught. It's Johnson. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Brings into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cougars.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. On the move. That shoulder delivers the blow. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
The offense set for a 1st down play. To the ground. He's got it again.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. That's caught, it's Marshall. There he goes! And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Rams have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Slithers into space. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
They'll leave it with him. Thrust that arm out. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle. It's Meredith. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Makes the grab. It's Ellison. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Throws for the tight end. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, that's not a good sign for this offense.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he makes the grab at the 20. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. Washington State ready to boot it away to start the 3rd quarter. And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Kick is in the air. He's got it. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They dug themselves out of a 14-0 hole, and now a chance to take the lead on this drive.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Gonna swing it on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Freeman. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Wants to fire on second down. Moving out of the pocket. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. The Cougars come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Touchdown, Cougars! They take the lead with the 6. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's got great speed. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rams. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop a coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Fights off a defender. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
The Rams have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, the offense is trying to get physical. They're pulling the backside guard on that play. He completely whiffs, though, and misses his block, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be turning it on.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over, and you saw it on that play.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, making it an easy completion.
They'll try the run. He's brought down, but he's got enough to give Wazoo a 1st down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Wazoo headed to the line with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds a man on the right. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ellison. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Washington State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's finally dragged down, but what a return as he takes it out to the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The give on the counter. Powers through the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that fires you up as a defense. That gives you some extra juice. When you come in there and knock the living fire out of someone, everybody on the defense gets jacked up.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Trying play action. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. A linebacker comes right up the gut, gets the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
And the Rams will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
The Rams can really attack on this 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Shows him the stiff arm. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
They'll ride the hot hand. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And now this offense on 1st and goal has a chance to break the tie late. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Gets it out quickly. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Touchdown, Colorado State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Aggressive, 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 man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Grabbed in the middle. It's Meredith. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires left. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Meredith. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Cougars want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Meredith. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Makes the catch. It's Meredith. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is the guy that, listen, we're in the 2nd half now. He's already made plays.
Oh, he's got some space. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
It's a draw. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal to those situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Quick strike complete. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Washington State.
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? You want to go for it? It's your decision.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking for a man. It's Fowler Nicolosi. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. A strike downfield. Boy, you complete a pass like that, Jesse, get into plus territory, and now the defense starts feeling the heat.
And in these situations, coaches always tell their quarterback, just get a completion, get the drive going so we can get some momentum, put the defense on their heels as we try to move into field goal range.
And the Rams are facing 3rd and inches. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line. It's a fumble! Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, you're thinking, I got the ball, time running out, I got to go get a score, take the lead, win this football game. Now you're just begging your defense to bail you out, not give up points, somehow try to hold on to this game and stay in it.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock. Wazoo eager to pay off this red zone trip.
Get set.
The handoff to Johnson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Timeout called by the defense, 13 seconds to go.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot.